Just to look over this very quickly because I forgot to actually summarize this. This is the question where I asked you to add numbers from 1 to 1,000. Now the investigation was very important, and a few tests you could do are the ones like this one. So here I've looked at adding numbers just from 1 to 10 and you get 55 here. You can also add these numbers in different ways. So here I've just added numbers at end. So 1 plus 10, and then 2 plus 9, 3 plus 8, until I get to all numbers. When it's an even set of numbers, they will pair up nicely, and you get this nice pattern where they're all equal to 11. Add them together 5 times, gives you 55. Here, I've done something slightly different because I'd like tens a bit more. So instead of adding 1 to 10, I've added 1 to 9, 2 to 8, 3 to 7, but then there's a bit of leftover. 5, can't add to another 5. There's only a single 5 here, so I have to leave on its own. But there is a 10 which is left over on its own as well. So I can say 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 is going to give me my 50, add my 5, gives me 55. Now, if you want to do the same thing up to 100, you can say I can add 1 and 99, 2 plus 98, 3 plus, that should say 97. And then you will do this all the way up to 49. You'll do it 49 times. So there'll be 49 numbers that add up to 100. So you can get the total of those by doing 49 times 100. Then 50 is left on its own because it's only 150. And then you also haven't done 100. So you get an answer of 4,900 and add your 150 to get your 5,050. Now for the question in class here, you can just do the exact same thing to get values that add up to 1,000. So your 1 plus 999, your 2 plus 998, your 3 plus 997. Doing this all up to the halfway point once more, which is 499. So you do that 1,499 times. When you multiply these, you get 499,000. You still have left that 500, which is at the midpoint, and 1,000, so 1,500. So 499,000 plus 1,500 gives you 500,500. Just for the question that we did today in class. At the end as well, here I've just used y is equal to mx plus c. Let me highlight these bits. So here is just expression in terms of y is equal to mx plus c. So y is equal to m, the gradient, minus 6 over p squared x plus c. Substituting my known x and y values here to find out a representational expression for c. Then I can put this into my initial equation. The full equation is going to be, again, from y is equal to mx plus c, y is equal to m minus 6 over p squared plus c, which I've discovered 4 over p. Then I can try to look for points where this crosses the x and y axes. It says it crosses the coordinate axis here. On the y-axis, all x coordinates start with 0, have a 0 value. So I can substitute a x value of 0 where that takes place. And this just means that this part is just going to disappear. And I'm going to end up with just y is equal to p 4 over p. So my coordinate there is going to be 0, 4 over p, which is this one here. And the same thing is true on the x-axis. All y values are 0, so it's going to be some coordinate with a y value 0. So I can substitute y as 0 and then solve again. So in this case, I start off with 6 over p squared x plus 4 over p. Subtract 4 over p from both sides to get this, and then divide to get x and so on, divide both sides by 6 over p squared. Get this, and you should know how to divide by fraction. So to simplify this, I've got minus 4 over p divided by p, so multiplied by p squared over x, and I get this. Now in this case, I have, yeah, that's what I've done actually. Here I've actually neglected my negative here. There we go. So I've got a negative here because it was a negative gradient, and negative here. That's going to be negative, and that's going to change things here. That's going to be negative. So multiplying a negative value by a negative value, so I'm going to get positive anyway. So 4 times p squared is 4p squared. P times 6 is 6p. So this simplifies because that cancels with that, and they both divide by 2. I get 2 over 3p. So my value for which the value, the line crosses the x-axis is going to be at 2p over 3, 0. So I map these on my little small sketch here, and I can see for triangle OAB, the area must be height times base, this numerator, divided by 2. This multiplication, the p's can cross out and cancel each other out, and I get 8 over 3 divided by 2, which is just going to be 8 divided by 2, 4 over 3.